Hello friends, we'll see an example of writing an algorithm for a simple problem statement find area of circle. Now if I ask you to create a problem definition for this find area of circle, we say that it should contain input, processing part and output. For area of circle, we need an input quantity, that is radius of the circle. For calculating purpose, we need a formula called as power square. For displaying the output, we need an area which is supposed to be displayed with some appropriate message. Now let's see how simply we can write an algorithm. As I said, algorithm is a step-by-step representation of a problem definition itself. So always an algorithm begins with the first step, that is start. So it means that in coding, from this particular point onwards, whatever the quantities which we are going to read, which we are going to calculate, which we are going to display, all are being used for the declaration purpose. Once we say that we are going to start the task, first the set of statements are supposed to be for the input task. For the input task, we have to read the radius. So you can write a statement called as say read radius, or you can write a statement called as say input radius. You can have any grammatical English used for writing this particular statement. Once you read the radius, then we are supposed to calculate the area of circle using power square. Now, when I calculate the area, you can store this quantity into some variable, some identifier, and that identifier need to be displayed. Now, let's call that particular identifier as area, and we are going to have display area. The task is accomplished at this particular place. So, we can end up this particular algorithm by saying stop. But the algorithm which I have used is the simple language which doesn't have any influence of programming language. The same algorithm can be written in one more method. Let's see the other method. As usual, the first step is said to be start. The second step says print enter the radius. Now the algorithm which we are discussing at this point is called as a pseudo algorithm, which means that we are going to have some influence of programming language onto the algorithm. As usual, if I had to say C language, then I'll be saying printf enter the radius. If I'm saying C++, then probably I'll say cout less than enter the radius. If I'm using Java, then probably I might say system.out.println enter the radius. So I'm somehow getting influenced by the programming language and implementing into the statements. So first I'll use a message to be displayed to the user so that he can get this particular message and enter the input. Now we have to wait for the input so that the user can enter. Once the user has entered the input, then we can start the processing part. So the third step says wait for the user to enter the input. Once the input has been entered, then we can calculate the area using the formula power square. Now this step and the previous algorithm which we have discussed may coincide. Now some steps of the previous algorithm and a pseudo algorithm might be same. Not necessarily that every step of a normal algorithm has to be changed for pseudo algorithm. Then we are going to display the area. In the previous algorithm, I said just display area. But here, I'm going to say display the area using a message called as area of circle equals to dash dash. Now that dash 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 represents the value which is supposed to be calculated in the previous step. As usual, we're going to stop this particular algorithm using a stop step. Now, let's compare these two algorithms. The first algorithm which I discussed was a normal algorithm which doesn't have any influence of programming language. For example, if I had to recollect the entire steps, start, read radius, calculate the area, display the area and then stop. Or if I had to compare the other algorithm, it says start, print, enter the radius, wait for the user to enter the input. Fourth step, calculate the area using formula power square, and the fifth step says print area of circle equals to the value and then say stop. Now you can expand this particular algorithm even for some more additional steps. For example, when the user enters the input, you can say verify for the input. What if the user enters a character instead of a float value? What if the user enters alphabet for radius? So you can add up one more step between 3 and 4, saying that after reading the input, you can verify whether the inputs have been properly entered or not. If properly entered, then you can proceed to the next step, or else you can wind up this particular task. So in brief, I can have algorithm written in two forms. First, a normal algorithm which has got simple English language. The second is the influence of programming language. We call them as pseudo algorithms. Now, not necessarily that always an algorithm has to be said in this format or that format. No. There are no hard and fast rule that you're supposed to write an algorithm in pseudo form itself. You can have an algorithm into a simple language also. So compare the two algorithms, you'll find almost identical. Some expanded, some in a limited form. No two individuals can have the algorithm in the same fashion. It all depends upon the grammatical capability, the English vocabulary capability, all the stuff. Thank you.